The second really important part of being an expansive leader is to be able to lead a learning culture. Over the years, I've worked really deeply with schools and systems around deep collaboration. And I've created a culture ladder that I'm going to get you to have a look at and reflect on where you think your school is at. The Buzz Culture Ladder has 6 levels. The first level is corrosion. And unfortunately, there are some schools, a small amount, that sit there, or some teams that sit in corrosion, where there's underperformance going on, less than professional interactions. There is not a focus on the students. And leaders in that space have to come with courage and kindness. It's where ferocious warmth is needed the most, because people there are suffering. Students are suffering, communities are suffering from a culture that does not allow for deep learning to happen in the staff in the school. The next level up is complacency, and it links a bit to what we were talking about in the previous video, where if we are okay with this is how we do it and this is how we've always done it, and we don't want to shift out of our comfort zone, we'll stay in complacency. And it's hard to get momentum when we're there. The next 2 levels of the culture ladder are where there's starting to be movement, starting to be, we need to do something here, and we're trying to work together. And they're the levels of confusion and controversy. And in this space, we start to have more conversations about what we need to do instead of chasing our tails. What is it we need to do strategically to move forward? The next 2 levels are where we really move into great high performance culture, and it's the level of clarity, where we know what we're trying to do. We've got a great connected leadership team leading the work, and people are on board with us. And then the final level is committed collaboration. And that is real high performance. It's when everyone is working with initiative, takes their responsibility and accountability of what they provide and what they do as a professional. It's about what they bring as a professional, but also about what they contribute to a culture that is about deep learning. This top level of the culture is so exciting to be a part of. There is just a buzz in the air, which is where the word comes from. There's a vibration, there's an energy, it's an exciting place to be. The work that schools do to create a really strong professional learning culture is evident in these schools that are up the top of the culture ladder. There are 3 main pillars that are important for this to grow. It's about us being able to have a collective growth mindset. A mindset that is about how we learn together, not just me, not an individual growth mindset, but we create a culture where we learn together, we're vulnerable and we're open and we're courageous. It's about a compelling environment. Is it great to come and learn with you? Is it great to come and learn as a team? Is it warm? Is it inviting? Is it challenging? Is it exciting? Is it fun? Is it motivating? And then the last piece of the 3 pillars of a learning culture is there authentic dialogue? Are we talking about the right stuff? Or do we keep very surface? Or do we deep dive? Those 3 pillars, when schools work at them, create the ability to be able to move up the culture ladder. And our job as ferocious warmth leaders is to be able to help to foster that culture that does it. As part of this course, you'll be able to get access to the Buzz Diagnostic, and you will be able to see where your teams feel that your learning culture is. There have been over 11,000 educators go through that diagnostic and almost 500 schools. So you get a benchmark, and you also get some great indicators of what's in place under those 3 elements of the mindset, the environment, and the dialogue. Part of one of the activities that you have is to do a little bit of a self-assessment on some of the things that I see in place under those 3 pillars in really strong professional learning teams. So feel free to reflect on those and do a bit of work maybe with your teams around what would we do if we actually implemented a few of these a little bit more strongly to move us up that culture ladder. As we're at the end of the expansive element, I'd really love you to have a look at the principles that I've noticed in ferocious warmth leaders under the expansive element. Do you agree with them? Do they challenge you? Where is it that you think that you exemplify these principles? And where is it that you think that you've got other ones that are far more important for you to have under that expansive element at the moment. This is a time for you to reflect, talk to some colleagues, get some insights as to what is important to you and to your context to be the lead learner in your environment.